name was Oscar.
Oscar, yep.
Now he runs the hotel across the street from the Long Beach Laugh Factory.
Really?
Yeah, the Long Beach Laugh Factory right across the street.
There's
He's
a
like,
hotel,
I was
yeah,
out
right.
there. You know me, back when I used to do all coke, I'd go outside, hide, smoke cigarettes. And then I seen him. Still
Oscar. Nobody could imagine. That's why I'm very grateful to you, Felipe, even the dude who had the room in the Chinese town. What's the Chinese town where they have all those fucking things that people sit down? Remember, we used to have a Chinese restaurant that was mobbed up by the Monday night room that you had.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the restaurant.
The restaurant. They'd be playing cards in there. I remember I went in there one night and the waiter looked at me. He's like, nah, we don't serve white people.
It was by the KFC on Hacienda.
Yep, by the KFC and the donut shop. The donut shop was across from it. It had some badass fucking donuts. That room used to start at 11 o'clock, dog, on Mondays. I still remember driving back at 2. Like going, what the fuck was that? 2 in the fucking morning on a Monday. We would start at the Laugh Factory, the Comedy Store, and then I'd shoot to you out there.
Yeah, it was
3 fucking spots. Dog. Fuck yeah, $50. $50 was $50 back then. Let me tell you something. I didn't know how much money I was making until they took it away from me.
What do you mean?
I was doing all those rooms from 1997. The Mexicans opened up their hearts to me. From Rudy Moreno at the Brave Bull to Sebastian Satina.
The Brave Bull.
The Brave Bull. I mean, all those dudes fucking opened their hearts to me. In 2007, the economy flipped. Remember, everything washed out. 2007, 2008, we were doing an acting class behind my building in Hollywood. Me, Felipe, Silent Bob, Edwin. We were all getting together Tuesdays at 11. We'd stay there till 1, and then we'd go to the weed store on Sunset. And the guy would make edibles. He was a baker. And he would make like fucking apple pie and all this shit. So I remember in 2008, my wife asked me once, she goes, where's the money? And I go, what money? Because I was living off residuals and a little bit of the road with Joe Rogan. And she's like, you usually have money during the week because all those rooms went down.
I got locked up.
You got locked up. That's what it was. All those rooms went down. So my income, you know, those rooms were making you an extra $800 a week because I was doing, and we were doing up north. They had a Mexican room up north that they were booking. We had a lot of fucking work, and it shut down. So that cash, we missed that cash. Those 50s and those 40s and those
groceries.
100s. Yeah, they add up. It's gas in your car. It's reefer the next morning. It's, you know, that money added up. I never knew because I was always doing coke. So I was always broke. But once I quit doing coke, those rooms were fucking paying my bills. Yeah. I'm like, look at all this fucking money I got. Dog, in those days, I would check my bank account, and I would always be at $18, $16. Every once in a while, I had $23. And I could take a 20 out and buy a sack of weed from the fucking weed store, a gram of weed or something. But I never had over $20 in that fucking account. Once I stopped doing coke, those Mexican rooms, I had $600, $700 in my account. I'd be walking around like, what? Look at Uncle Joey with $600 in his fucking account.
All right, with the new leather jacket.
With the new leather jacket and shit. But yeah, after those rooms went, it left us out in the fucking cold. We didn't really know how much money we were making.
Yeah, dog. I remember. Do you remember the first time we met? It was like an underground room. It was Peppers in the city of Garden Grove off of Harbor and Chapman. Who used to run that room?
Rick Martinez.
Yes.
That's the room where he fucking taped me the week before, and people coming up to me going, do you have a DVD? And he goes, I got your DVD.
What?
He taped me at his show the week before without telling me. He was a sneaky dude, Rick Martinez. God bless him, though. I don't know where he is. He disappeared. He was fucking a new chick every week with a BMW, dog.
He was, though. He was getting married every week.
He really fucking was. And you know what, dog? Yeah, he was a little overbearing, but he had the gift of hustle.
Yeah, exactly.
That dude, he had a room one time with Samoans, and they threw a knife at Darren Carter. Darren Carter was on stage with the light, and a knife went flying right past him, and it hit the door, and Darren Carter looked at the fucking thing, and he like melted. They threw a knife at him down there, dog. It went right past him and it hit the wall, and it stayed in the wall like Rambo. And Rambo fucking 2 when he chopped the fucking Vietnamese heads off. Dog, they just threw it at him. Listen, when you get a knife thrown at you in a comedy room, that means don't go back. Like, don't ever go back there. And I think I went back there, and I'm like, what about the room that you had when we got there that shot the doorman the night before? And there was a bunch of Mexican candles in front of it and shit. They shot the guy the night before, and we're doing comedy the next night.
Oh, yeah.
What was the name of that? Oceans. Oceans.
You're right.
Oceans. I was there one night when Noe's.
Noe and Martin ran it.
That's right. I was there one night when Noe's wife just got out of jail, and she came in with the wristband. And she's like, you gotta lend me $20. I'm like, lend you $20? I need to buy Coke. Who's got the Coke? And she's like, I'll get you Coke if you lend me the $20. I just got out of county jail. I've been doing 90 days. Fucking Noe threw me in jail or something. They thought she was, bro, that bitch was crazy. I still remember being in La Jolla with her. I was the headliner. Me and Marilyn Martinez would co-headline, and Noe would open up for us. So Noe would sleep in the couch in La Jolla, and him and that girl would get fucked up. And I remember one night I would open up that thing. We had a bathroom in the main bathroom, in the main big room. I had a bathroom in there, but I think I needed water. And I opened up the door. Noe was passed out, and the chick was still playing with a pussy with a little pad of. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, oh my God, I didn't think you were awake. I'm like, no, leave the blanket off. Let me look at that fucking monkey. She was beating that motherfucker up. Dust was coming out of it. The whole thing. I'm like, what the fuck? But Oceans was the room that I went there one night, and the doorman got shot the night before. And I'm like, I'm on stage doing comedy.
I was there.
At a place where a motherfucker got shot last night. The families were out there praying for the body and shit.
He didn't get shot on comedy night. He got like on hip hop night.
Right. He got shot like the night before or something like that. But you tell people those stories, they won't fucking believe you. They're like, there's no way you were doing comedy in those rooms. We didn't give a fuck.